Hello everyone. Welcome to another lecture on reasoning ability and problem solving. In today's lecture, we will continue with following directions. In the last few lectures, we discussed all the types of questions that you get from following directions. In today's lecture, we will discuss previous year questions that you get from this topic in SSC exams. Let us start with this question. This question came in this exam. So here it is mentioned for your reference. Let us start. Neha departs from her home and walks 51 meters towards the south. So here I am drawing this simple chart for your reference. This is north, south, this is east, and this is west. So Neha departs from her home and walks 51 meters towards the south. So let's say Neha's home is over here. And she departs and walked 51 meters towards the south. Then she turns left. So left will be this direction and she walks for 44 meters. Now she turns left. So again she turns left and walks 83 meters. So let's say this is 83 meters. How far is she from a pole that is exactly 32 meters north from her home? So north from her home 32 meters there's a pole. And we have to find out if this is the final position of Neha. How far is she and in which direction from the pole? Now, 32 plus 51 will give me 83 meter. So basically the pole and Neha's final position will be in the same line. So if it is in the same line, she will be 44 meters away from the pole. So our answer will be option number 2, 44. Now, Suman drives 3 kilometers towards north from a point A. So there's a point A and Suman is driving 3 kilometers towards north. She takes a right turn and drives 4 kilometers more. So right turn will be in this direction and she drives 4 kilometers more over here. Then she takes another right turn and drives 3 kilometers. So right will be this direction and walks for 3 kilometers, drives for 3 kilometers. Finally, she takes one more right. So one more right will be in this direction, right? And drives 6 kilometers. So 6 kilometers from here to reach a point B. Now we have to find out how far and towards which direction should she drive in order to reach point A again. So to reach point A, she would have to drive in this direction, which is towards the east. And if this and this line is 4 kilometers, that means this will also be 4. This total is 6. This will be 4. So this will be how much? This will be 6 minus 4, which is 2. So she has to drive 2 kilometers towards the east to reach the point A. Therefore, our answer will be option number 4, 2 kilometers towards east. Now, question number 3. Pratima departs from her house and walks 29 meters towards the north. So let's say she starts from here and she walks 29 meters towards the north. Then she turns right and walks 16 meters. So right will be this direction and she walks for another 16 meters. Now she turns right again and walks 17 meters. So right again and 17 meters. Okay. She again takes a right. So here also she takes a right and stops after walking 21 meters. So right will be in this direction and she stops somewhere over here after walking 21 meters. So this was the initial position and this is the final position. We have to find the shortest distance between Pratima's and her house now. So the initial position was the house. This is the final position of Pratima. So we have to find the shortest distance. Now, whenever we find shortest distance, I told you that we use the concept of Pythagoras theorem. So let us apply it over here. We have to find this distance. Now, if this entire line is 29, then this will be how much? This will be 29 minus 17, that is 12 meters. So this line is 12 meters. Similarly, if this is 21 and this is 16, then this distance will be how much? This will be 21 minus 16, that is 5 meters, right? So this will be 5 meters. So Fi, so the distance, let me write it over here. Fi square will be equals to 12 square plus 5 square. If you remember squares, this is 144 and this is 25. So this will be equal to 169 meters, under root of 169 meters. Sorry. Fi square will be equal to 169 meters. So Fi will be equal to under root of 169 meters, and under root of 169 is how much? 13 meter. So our answer will be option number 3, 13 meter. So whenever you get the concept of finding the, let's say, the aerial distance or the shortest distance or the straight line distance, this all indicates that we have to use the concept of Pythagoras and answer accordingly. Now, question number 4. Rajesh drives 4 kilometers towards west from a point A. So let's say this is point A. And we are driving 4 kilometers west. So this direction. And then he takes a right turn and drives 8 kilometers. So right turn and 8 kilometers. He again takes one more right and drives 8 kilometers. So one more right will be this direction and riding for 8 kilometers. Then one more right turn and drives 4 kilometers. So one more right will be this direction and 4 kilometers. So from here to here to here, and this is the final direction. Then he takes a right turn again and drives 4 kilometers to reach point B. So over here, again 4 kilometers to reach a point B. How far should he drive in order to reach point again? So A is over here, B is over here. If this total is 8, this is 4 and this is 4, that means A and B will fall in the same line, correct? Now, this is 8 and this is 4. So this remaining distance between A and B will also be equal to 4. So towards which direction he has to drive? He has to drive towards south. And how much? 4 kilometers. So 4 kilometers towards south. Therefore, our answer will be option number 3, 4 kilometers towards south. Now, Diego's house faces west. So we know the house, let me solve it over here. The house is facing west. This direction, right? He steps out of his house and walks 22 meters. So let's say if this is the house, right? He steps out and he walks 22 meters straight. He then turns to his left. So we are turning left and we are walking 20 meters. Okay. Then another left and walks 25 meters. So another left will be in this direction and he walks for 25 meters. Then he takes a left once again and walks further for 24 meters. So he takes a left, that means this direction, and walks for 24 meters. There he reaches his school. So this is how the school is. Now we have to find out how far is the school from his house and in which direction with respect to his house. So direction is this. This is the direction. So if you remember the chart, this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. This direction is called what? This is called northeast. Correct? So he has to go in which direction? Towards northeast. Now, the question also asks how much. So let us make a right angle triangle for Pythagoras theorem. If this is 20 and this is 24, that means this much will be 4. Because this is how much? This is 20, so this will be 4. Similarly, if this is 25, from here to here, this is 25 and this much is 22, that means this much will be equal to 3, right? So let us use the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem states that SH square will be equals to 4 square plus 3 square. 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9, that is 25. So SH will be equal to under root of 25, which will be equal to 5 meter. So he would have to go 5 meter northeast, which is in the option 1. So option 1 will be your correct answer. Now, question number 6. Anita starts from her house and cycles 6 kilometers towards the south. So let's say this is the house. She goes 6 kilometers towards the south direction. And then she turns left and cycles 8 kilometers. So left will be in which direction? Left will be over here. 8 direction left. She again turns left and cycles for x kilometer to reach her school. So left will be this direction and we don't know the distance. So let us assume this is x kilometer given in the question. Point A is to the west of her school. So let's say this is the school's location. Point A is west of her school and also 3 kilometers to the north of her house. So 3 kilometers to the north of her house is a point A. And it is to the west of the school. Correct? So we know that point A and the school falls in the same line. We have to find out the value of x. Now, over here, if school falls in the same line as A, that means this distance x will be equal to how much? This distance plus this distance. So 6 plus 3, which will give us 9 kilometers. So our answer will be option number 1, 9 kilometer. Now, question number 7. Ritu drives 2 kilometers towards south from the point A. So there's a point A and Ritu is driving 2 kilometers south. She takes a right turn and drives 2 kilometers more. So right turn will be in this direction and she drives 2 kilometers more. Then she again takes a right turn and drives 2 kilometers. So right turn here, 2 kilometers here. Then she takes one more right and drives 4 kilometers to reach a point B. So right will be in this direction and she goes 4 kilometers to reach a point B. We have to find out how far and towards which direction should she drive in order to reach point A again. So to reach point A, she would have to drive in this direction. This direction is which direction? This is west, clearly. How much? So if this is 4, this complete line from here to here is 4. This is 4 kilometer and this much is 2 kilometers. So this much will be how much? This will be 4 minus 2, which is 2. So 2 kilometers towards west, which is option number 2. So option number 2 will be your correct answer. Now, Sahasra started running from her house towards the north. So there's a Sahasra, there's a house and she is running towards the north. Okay, north direction. We don't know the distance. After 40 meters, okay, so 40 meters, she turned left. So left will be in this direction and she ran for 75 meters. Okay, then she turned right. So right will be this direction and she ran for 30 meters. Okay, then she turned right again. So right will be in which direction? Right will be in this direction. And then she ran again for 75 meters. Over here. Then we have to find out in which direction was she running finally. So this is the direction towards which she is running. And this direction is which direction? This is clearly east. So our answer will be option number 4, east. So this is the solution. Now, question number 9. Ria, after moving from her house, moves 90 meters to north direction. So let's say Ria is over here, house is over here, and she is moving 90 meters north. And then she turns right and reaches market. So from here, she turns right, reaches a market. Okay, after moving 60 meters. So this is 60 meters. Now, then she turns left and moves some meters. So it is not known to us how much she moves. So let me start from here. This is the house. She moved 90 meters towards north, then 60 meters towards the right and reached a market. Okay. Then she turns left and moves some meters. So how much distance is not known to us. To reach office. So office. Then she turns to left and reaches to school after moving 160 meter. So from here, she goes 160 meters to reach a school. Okay. If the aerial distance between house to school is 260 meters, so this distance, this is the shortest distance. As I said, aerial distance means the shortest distance. So aerial distance, whenever we get aerial distance, it means shortest distance. Okay. Now, if aerial distance between house to school is 260 meters, so this is given to us, this is 260. We have to find out the aerial distance between market and office. So market and office, the aerial distance will be the straight line distance, which is this. This is x. Let us say this is x. Now we have to find the value of x in this question. Okay, now let us solve. Here, if I draw a line like this will be a right angle triangle, correct? According to this, 260 square of 260 will be equals to how much? This is how much? This is 60, this is 160. So this difference will be how much? 100, correct? 160 minus 60. So it will be equal to 100 square plus. This is 90 and this will be equal to x, correct? So it will be 90 plus x square. This much information you understand? According to the Pythagoras theorem, this side, square of this side plus this side is equal to the square of this side. So 260 square will be equal to 100 square plus 90 plus x square, correct? So 90 plus x square will be equal to how much? 260. If you square this, 26 square is 676 and then 20. Minus, because this will come this side, right? And this 100 will go that side. So it will be minus 10000. Correct? This is equal to how much? This is 57600. So let me tell you. 26 square is 676. Similarly, 24 square is 576. So this much you should know. Now, so 90 plus x square will be how much? It will be 57600. Correct? Now, if I remove the square, that means 90. Let me write it over here. 90 plus x will be equal to the under root of 57600. Right? This is how much? This is 240. So x will be equal to 240 minus 90, which is equal to 150 meter. So our answer will be option number 3, 150 meter. So the value of x is 150 meter. And x is the shortest distance between the market and the office. Clear? Let me revise. So we got this diagram. We got this value of SH to be 260. Similarly, this is 100. This we know. We have to find the value of x. And this is 90. We know that. So 260 square will be equal to 100 square plus 90 plus x square. This much you understand with the help of Pythagoras theorem, right? So 90 plus x square, if I take 100 that side, it will be 67600 minus 10000. Correct? 90 plus x square, this is square, will be equal to this value. Now we know that 576 is the square of 24. So 90 plus x will be the under root of 57600, which will be 240. So x will be, if I take 90 that side, I'm taking 90 this side, it will be 240 minus 90, which is 150 meter. So I hope this much is clear. Okay, here you can look at the detailed solution. Now, question number 10. Shweta starts walking from her office and walks 150 meter towards the south. So let's say this is the office and she goes towards the south 150 meter. Then she turns right and walks 80 meters. So right will be in this direction. She walks 80 meters. Then she turns left and walks 60 meters. So left will be in this direction. She walks for 60 meters. Then again she turns left. So left will be in this direction and walks 280 meters to reach a bank. So let me just draw it a little over here. So this is the office, 150 meters south, then right 80, then left 60, and then she takes a left again. So this side, and she reaches 280 to reach the bank. Here we have a bank. We have to find the shortest distance between her office and the bank. So this we have to find out, this shortest distance. Okay, now let me join it from here. This will be how much? This will be, this is 150. This will be equal to this distance, which is 60. So this complete distance from here to here will be how much? 150 plus 60. So this distance is 210. Similarly, if this complete distance from here to here is 280 and this is 80, that means this distance is how much? 200. And we have to find the distance between OB. So I am again using the Pythagoras theorem. So OB square will be equals to 210 square plus 200 square. Correct? So OB square will be equal to how much? For your reference, 21 square is 441. Okay. This will be 44100 plus 40000. Correct? So OB square will be 84100. This is how much it will be. Again, for your reference, 29 square is 841. So OB will be equal to under root of 84100. Correct? So OB will be equals to 290 meter. So the distance between, the shortest distance between the office and the bank will be option number 2, 290 meter. I hope this much is clear. Okay. Question number 11. Vijendra walks a certain distance, says X meter from his house towards the west. So the distance is unknown. We are going towards the west from his house and the distance is X, right? Then he turns left and walks 23 meters. So left will be here and he walked for 23 meters. After that, he turns left again and walks 36 meters. So left again 36 meters. Then he turns to his left again and walks 23 meter again. So left again, this direction and 23 meters. So this distance X is not known to us. Finally, he turns left and walks 18 meter to reach his home. So let's say the home was here. This distance is X and he has to go back 18 meter to reach the home. Correct? We have to find the value of X. Now, let me repeat. So the distance was not known to us when he started towards the west. Then he walked 23 meter, then he walked 36 meter, and then again he walked 23 meter. From here, he took a left turn and walked 18 meter to reach the home. So this will be 18. We have to find the value of X. So very clearly, 36 will be equal to 18, or I can write that X will be equal to 36 minus 18, which will be equal to how much? It will be equal to 18. So our answer will be option number 2, 18. So now let us look at this question, question number 12. Zainab is standing facing a particular direction initially. Then she turns 90 degree clockwise, 180 degree anti-clockwise, 135 degree anti-clockwise and 180 degree clockwise to reach the final direction, which is northeast, right? And we have to find the initial direction. So whenever you get a question like this, start from the final direction because it makes our answer easier, to get the answer easier. So let me draw the chart. Okay. So final direction is northeast. That is this direction. This is the northeast direction. So this is the final direction. So let us say this is the final direction. Now what we have to do is we have to move backwards. We have to do this in a reverse order. So before this, she turned 180 degree clockwise. So For 180 degree, it does not matter whether it is clockwise or not. This is 180 degree. So before this, she was facing this direction. This direction is which direction? This is southwest. So before this, she was facing southwest. Now, then she turned 135 degree anti-clockwise. So basically, to reach southwest, she turned 135 degrees in anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise is this direction, coming backwards, right? Imagine a clock and just reverse the direction. So 135, we can write 135 degrees as 90 degree plus 45 degree. So 90 degree will be here, which is the northwest direction. And this direction will be the north direction. This will be 135 degrees, correct? So from here, from north, she moved 135 degrees in the anti-clockwise direction to reach southwest. Then she turns 180 degrees anti-clockwise. So again, 180 degrees from north will give me south direction. Clearly, this will be how much? This will be 180 degrees. Now, she turns 90 degree clockwise to reach south. So 90 degree clockwise, I can say will be from this. If I am to move clock, this will be 90 degree. And this direction will be east. From here, from east, if I take a 90 degree clockwise turn, I'll reach south. So this will be my initial position. So let us recheck. Okay, let's start from the initial position. 90 degree clockwise turn from initial position will get me to south. From here, 180 degree anti-clockwise will give me to north. From here, 135 degrees anti-clockwise will get me to southwest. And from southwest, if I move 180 degrees, it will get me to the final direction, which is northeast. Therefore, whenever you get a question like this, always work in a reverse order. That makes it easier to solve. Now we have to find out in which direction is Zainab facing. So initially she was facing east, which is option number 2. So option number 2 will be the correct answer to this question. Okay. Now let us look at this question number 13. Shashank walks certain distance, say x meter towards the west. So distance is not known to us. Okay, let's say this is the starting point. Then he turns and walks 35 meter. Right? He turns left. So left will be here this direction and he goes 35 meter. Then he turns right and walks 18 meter. So right will be this direction, 18 meter. From there he turns left and walks 9 meter. So left will be this direction, 9 meter. And then he turns left again and walks 60 meter. So from here he walks 60 meter. From there he turns left and walks 9 meters. So left will be this direction, 9 meters. Then turns left again. So left again will be this direction and he walks for 12 meters. Correct? He finally turns right and walks 35 meters. So right 35 meter will give me the same towards the same thing as x, to reach a point which is exactly 10 meter to the east of the starting point. So this was, let's say this was the starting point. So this from here, this is 10 meter. The distance is 10 meter. 10 meter east to the starting point. Okay, and we have to find the value of x. So let us solve. So the value of this line, this will be equal to how much? This will be 60 minus 18 minus 12. This will be equal to how much? 30. So this is 30. And if this is 30 and this is 10, x will be equal to how much? Here x will be 30 minus 10, which is 20. So the answer will be option number 1, 20. Now, Gaurav exists from the back door of his north facing house. So north facing house. This is house, this is facing north. So back door will be here. He walks 25 meters straight and then takes a left turn and walks 36 meters. And then he turns left again and walks 47 meters. So left 47. Then he takes a left again and walks 36 meters. So left and 36 meters. So in the straight line as the house, we have to find out how far and in which direction is he from the house now. So from the house, the direction is north. And how far we can easily find out, it will be 47 minus 25, which will give me 22. So 22 meter north is in option number 1. So option number 1 will be the correct answer. Now, 6 houses are situated in a colony. D is 60 meters south of E. So D is 60 meter south of E. Now we have to find from A is 30 meter north of E. So D 60, then E, then 30, then A. Correct? D is 60 meters south of E. Similarly, A is 30 meter north of E. F is 50 meter east of A. So F is 50 meter east of A. F is 40 meters south of the B. So B will be above this 40 meter. I don't have space, so let us say this is 40 meter. B is above F. Now we are given C is 50 meter west of B. So west, C will be here. West of B, 50 meter. Correct? Now we have to find the location of C with reference to A. So C is here, A is here, and C is clearly in the north of A. And what will be the different distance? It will be same as this. So 40 meters north, which is option number 3, will be the correct answer to this question. So this concludes today's lecture. Thank you.